Hey, we're live. I didn't set up the Erich Theater background correctly, unfortunately. I forgot we were doing that. So we might look a little bit silly for
What a
a
shame.
brief moment.
It has to pop in fully.
I'm fixing it. But what is up, folks? Welcome to the second ever Mumkey and Erich talk about every movie they watched that last month. And actually, it looks like you're sitting in the row behind me in the theater, and we're having this discussion for
I
some
mean, that's how I
reason.
get the best view is the back of your head, just slightly
Look,
poking
I
up
don't want people
on
looking
the
back there
screen.
anymore, Rich. I'm in my 30s. Please, you should know better. Don't be looking at
Hey
any
man,
behind me.
I, I have like a camera on me at all times of the day sometimes, and I can see the back of my head, and there is some bad stuff going on back there. Let's just say
I know
you're
why
getting the
Jews
good
made it
view
part of
right
their
now.
religion. Like, oh no, I have to cover the back of my head. You don't understand.
Right?
God wants it. I'm not
Yeah,
ashamed of
honestly,
myself. That's my
we
Jewish
gotta.
impression. Is like Florian.
Oh yeah, yeah. We gotta hard accept the yarmulke for everyone. Honestly, let's
I
get that
hope
shit
the
going.
Muslims lose the culture war so that I have an excuse to wear a stupid little hat
I
and
mean,
also
one day I can
more
just wear
cleavage
a
on
full.
display.
One day I can just wear a full burqa at all times, and then I'll feel fully comfortable.
Darcy Walker says less than a minute in, and we already got mention of the Jews.
Wow, they must feel so lucky to just get a mention so quick off the top.
Yeah, because there's so little of them in the population compared to the rest of us. So the fact that
And
they have so much influence and that we need to talk about them so often is really telling.
there's so little representation as well. They really need to strive for as much
We're here to
spotlight as
talk about
possible.
like cinema, right? You're saying there's not much represent. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So one more thing. How
That
come
makes
the
sense. That
Jews produced every single movie you're talking about today?
makes
Oh shit, he's got me. Arrest me,
Hold on
Columbo.
there. You said you're the executive of a Fortune 500 company, and what is your religious affiliation then?
And you forced which social perspectives into the film with your influence? Uh,
Okay, I can't remember what it was, but I saw the new Spider-Man movie for like yesterday, and for about 20 seconds, I thought Tom Holland could do a pretty good Columbo.
did he not
There,
do a
there was
Columbo impression in the movie?
maybe he was doing a straight up impression, but
I
like
think he
during that
was.
like little chunk, I was just like, "Holy shit, this kid could be Columbo!" Like,
I think there was a Columbo impression. People wanted like Mark Ruffalo to do it. No, yeah, let
it
Tom
doesn't.
Holland grow into it after he quits Spider Man when he's 40,
Right, right.
because he's short enough to fit the bill.
He is a short king. Yeah, he just needs to be beat up a little bit. Like, he needs somebody to like crack a pool cue over his head
And
and
he
then
gave up on his
gouge out his eye.
vices. We need him to be an
Yeah,
alcoholic and a
Biro.
smoker
Hmm.
to get the voice.
Right. He's got to chain smoke nonstop. Like Tom Holland could become a crazy method actor who, like, yeah, goes all in on his roles and just is like destroying his body just to to fill a role in Hollywood, which is the exact opposite of his whole thing now. Like
Right now,
he's
he's
just like very
destroying
health conscious
Zendaya's
and
body.
true, true.
Erich, we have a lot fewer films to discuss this month than we did last month. At least on my
Right.
side, we do. Here's what I'm thinking happened. I don't go to therapy, so let me do some therapizing on myself. I think
Hmm.
in June, so last time we did this, I must have had the type of depression where I just want to watch movies all day instead of anything
Hmm.
else. And then I think I transitioned in July into the type of depression where I don't want to do anything, don't want to
Yeah.
watch
Oh,
movies. Thankfully, Big
yeah.
Brother started, so that takes up a lot of my time. But
You can
I
schedule the time when you know you're gonna be fucking watching something. Like it's not your choice. It is.
either way, whatever happened, I only watched 15 movies, and a lot of these are already talked about on the podcast anyway. So, how many do you have today?
Theatrical or just movies in general?
Total out. You know how this works, don't you, E. Rich?
8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh,
I
he's
have 20
lapped me.
movies.
Okay.
20
So
movies for sure. I really, it was basically the end of the month was when I racked up a lot of fucking movie watches. I think the beginning of the month I was basically like you, or actually the middle of the month I basically watched nothing. It looks like it's pretty crazy.
and you're not counting Spider-Man because you watched that this month, right?
No, because I watched that just yesterday. Yeah.
We'll get into it, but there's a decent chance that Erich is going to give Minions and Monsters a higher letterbox score than Spider-Man, and I can't believe that this is happening.
It's not impossible.
It's
not
very
impossible.
likely. I think it's fucking likely.
I mean, I dislike the Minions on principle. So
Dan McCoy, the man you're named after, gave it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
And you gave Spider-Man a 4 out of 10.
4.
A 4.
Yeah.
So certainly you'll like the Minions as much as your father, Dan.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see tomorrow. Hey, members, better become a member now if you want to see Erich, Aggie, Heartsy, and me live tomorrow reviewing Minions and Monsters.
Hashtag Minions is better than Spider-Man is the hashtag right now.
And who knows when that's going to go live, because we also have Freddy Got Fingered Kino with Lores coming out soon.
Oh.
And we have to do Auschwitz August. We're going to review the Auschwitz movie with Uwe Boll.
Yeah, that's Uwe Boll, right?
Yeah, he's in the film.
Did they actually film near Auschwitz, or was it a different?
They probably filmed it in Uwe Boll's basement. Are you looking it up?
Oh, yes. I would like to make this movie. It's about the concentration camp where we killed a lot of Jews, and it's filmed in my basement. Let's see here. Very little. Oh, Croatia. Zagreb, Croatia, where all the movies are made. Like,
is the entire country a concentration camp?
I don't know if there's any Croatian concentration camps.
Okay. Let's go through.
That could be a tongue twister. Croatian concentration camp.
Croatian concentration camps. It's like different forms of C, though, right?
Right.
You know what? Let's jump in. As always, which is one other time, we're going to start with the films that came out this year and then start going all crazy. So I don't think a stand-up special counts as a movie, does it? If I saw Louis C.K. ridiculous,
if you have less things to talk about, then I think stuff like
I don't think it's a movie though.
Comedy special.
I will say
how long was it? What was the runtime?
It was about an hour.
Okay, I mean if it's over 67 minutes, I think you can count that as a movie. How long were the Pokemon movies, Monkey? Listen, I saw those in a theater, and some of those were only 60 minutes.
I do have a film on this list that is about an hour long from this year, so let's remember the Academy counts a movie as 45 minutes or higher. Let's not be pretentious.
Yeah, that's right.
Louis C.K.'s new special was, I thought, very hilarious and made me almost tear up crying from laughter and from fear of the future when he's doing his bit about putting his dad in a retirement home, and he's like, man, you could just pay people money and they'll take your father away
totally.
Forever, and he'll never leave that place. And there's nothing he can do about it.
Do they need some kind of sign off from anyone else, or is it literally just one family member?
You can just do it.
Another family member.
There's nothing they can do.
That's all it takes.
It was so fun. He's just they're giving him the tour and he doesn't care about how shitty and horrible it is. He's just like, so you're telling me I'll never have to see him again? You'll just take him. He's all excited to get rid of his dad.
What you should do for your dad's next birthday is be like, hey, we're taking a trip. And you take him to one of those.
He's more likely to put me in a home like Clint should have done to King Cobra. We have more of that relationship. I'm his retarded autistic YouTuber son. Who's getting drunk at 1:20 on some good coffee. Wink, wink.
Oh, very nice.
And what's sad is I knew this might go long, so I actually have 2 cups of coffee ready.
Wow, he's prepared. I just got water.
Oh, don't you worry, Rich. We've also got a bottle of water ready.
Okay, gotta keep hydrated.
Wow, Eli Neiman sharing the love sent a gift membership to who to land on? Fresh Maggot. I don't
Wow.
know if Fresh
Congratulations,
Maggot's here,
Fresh
but you're
Maggot.
now a member. Welcome aboard. That was very kind, Eli. Or Eline, and we still don't know. Welcome to the measly
Aw,
few, Maggot.
baby Biggs.
But I don't count that as a movie, so fuck that. But
Hmm.
Erich, before we get into your first movie, we did have a
Yeah.
poll. Oh, and now Darcy Walker was gifted by Lewis. Hey, thanks for the gifts,
Wow.
everybody. I did a
Congratulations.
poll before the stream started. Who is your personal hero out of these choices? Did you see this poll?
I did see that poll and I voted in the poll.
Well, the options are Erich McCoy, number one.
Uh-huh.
That's you. There's Bitch
Yep.
McSoy, which is more of
Right,
you
right.
in like 2017 era.
One of my monikers, yeah.
Like basically when you, me, and
What?
Asperger were on a podcast, you would have to become Bitch McSoy.
Well, I believe that it was also that I had to legally change my name to Ebitch McSoy if Trump won the 2016 election.
Oh, and he
And I
did.
believe, if I'm looking back, I believe he did win that election. And I believe I did not legally change my name after that point. So
That's a real
I'm
Bitch
a
McSoy
Welcher.
move, is to not
It
fulfill the
is.
promise of a bet.
I'm a famous Welcher, I believe.
Another option was Mitch McBoy, which I just made up.
That's the one I voted for.
Oh, it
just
has
because I think
6% of the votes.
McConnell. Mitch McConnell's stuck in the twilight zone between life and death right now.
He's got to be dead, right?
I think so.
Like that's what these people would do if he was dead, is anything possible to be corrupt and evil about it and not let somebody take his seat the proper way.
Mm-hmm.
And the last option was Adolf Hitler. So it was a real battle of
see that one. That's
so the question was, can Erich McCoy have more fans than Adolf? And it's been a vicious battle, but and here's the way I'm doing this. Right now, you might think it's a tie, 40% Adolf Hitler, 40% Ebitch McSoy. But I see also 15% on Erich McCoy and 6% on Mitch McBoy. So ultimately, the Eriches take it with 60% over the one Hitler, in my mind.
Wow.
So, Erich, you're more of a hero to the populace than Hitler himself. And he was a hero to millions, if not billions.
Right. A lot of Germans were very happy with him. Yeah,
and Italians, Russians, Japanese, so many fans of Hitler around the world. Americans, Disney, Ford. Incredible. Even today, Erich McCoy.
That's right. I mean, I think that being more popular than Hitler is one of my great dreams in life. I think that
you finally fulfilled that dream. John McJohnson for 2 said the prestige cloning machine equals not real. Have you been convinced?
I really need to read an explanation for what the theory here is. So the entire thing is a work.
The movie's a lie. He's lying to you visually with the film.
Now, why would Mr. Nolan do that?
Tesla thought it would be a funny prank to buy 500 of the same top hat and litter his lawn with them to make somebody think there was a cloning machine. That's real dedication.
And hire a bunch of people to just like sit in a tank of water and pretend to be dead.
John's like, yes, literally, yes. Wait, shit, Tesla was the magician the whole time? Fuck!
But why, John McJohnson? What does he have to gain from that?
Elon Musk stole his name.
Huge jacked man.
And before Erich's movie finally, Buttered Bread Slice says, hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe until proven guilty, every man, woman, and I end the poll with Adolf Hitler at 41%, higher than any other choice, but still.
What the fuck?
Erich, what's a movie from this year that you watched?
The first one I watched from this year in this month was The Odyssey, which I believe we talked about. A movie I saw twice and liked both times quite a bit. So
different formats both times?
Different formats. One was Limax and one was actual 70mm IMAX.
Which was better?
70mm IMAX. I mean,
now are you Limaxing to us right now? Could you actually tell the difference?
Here's the problem here is that the projector was dead the morning that I saw it, and I thought that I would lose my ability to watch the Odyssey in 70 millimeter, but apparently they got it working. However, they did hand out a bunch of like movie passes to us because it took so long for them to like fix it. So I have some doubts that maybe they just threw on the digital. Like we gotta fucking we can't refund 2 whole fucking screenings of this. So I think there was definitely flicker of the screen and like the telltale signs of film. There was like the cigarette burn kind of like look on certain parts of the movie. So I do think it was actually 70 millimeter, but I have some doubts.
So Erich is pissed, folks.
I am.
You should write Nolan a letter.
Mr. Nolan, how dare you not visually inspect and completely mechanically inspect every single 70 millimeter IMAX projector before you released your movie, The Odyssey? How dare you, sir?
Signed, Erich McCoy.
I need your apology. I'll have you know I am a bigger, more liked person than Adolf Hitler.
Mr. Nolan, my podcast is at Kino, as far as I can tell, has far more viewers than any movie review podcast that you have. So I've got some pull in this community that you don't. Just saying. Okay, 2026 movie that I watched. I gave this a 1 out of 10, aka a half star on Letterboxd. Probably will be my worst film of the year. It's called Made Robot. It was directed by my close personal friend who's been on this podcast many times, Jamie Greffy.
Okay. Is he the bikini? What's
Bikini Guillotine director? I saw he had this new film, Made Robot, and the sequel, Made Robot 2, Erich. Came out they came out on the same day, Erich.
Allow me to on the same day.
I hate the stupid fucking lag we have, but allow me to explain, Erich. Yes.
Okay.
Both films are about an hour or less. So technically, this should just be one big movie called Made Robot. But because technically a film can be over 45 minutes, he said, fuck it, it's technically 2 movies. I'm just going to cut it in half. And now I get double the profit from whatever scam I'm into putting these fake movies on a website.
I also feel like there's maybe some IMDb padding, like of I've directed over 50 feature films, and it's like you look at which ones there are, and it's like
he often films 4 or 5 movies in the same day.
Okay, all right. So it's like what's the production company that makes fucking low budget ripoffs of other movies?
Jamie Greffy Productions. I have to assume. So this film is like Jamie Greffy's like in his apartment, and he hired 2. Let's say mid actresses, like maybe 6 out of 10 on a good day. But if they live in LA, these are like LA 4s. Let's be fucking honest.
Oh, LA 4s.
I mean, you know, they're not bad. They're not bad. One of the girls looks like if Anya Taylor-Joy had fetal alcohol syndrome or something. So not terrible. And they are just like very awkwardly pretending to be robots and obeying his orders, and he's showing off to some like I think an old Asian guy who's visiting his house, like, oh yeah, I invented these robot maids, and they're like, we are robot maids. It's as slowly paced and nothing is happening as you could imagine. It's all improvised. There's no script. It's often one continuous take of just like a cameraman on a swiveling chair, just like filming whoever's talking. Oh, somebody else is going to talk. Okay, let's go to them. Okay, let's go film this for a while. Okay, the girl is like preparing a drink, so we'll film the entire sequence of going to the counter and preparing it, and while she has to pretend to be a robot.
Oh my god.
Just big waste of time scam.
Yeah, they are definitely padding as much time in that runtime as possible because you can barely get to an hour.
I would imagine the cliffhanger at the end is the robots go evil, but I didn't make it that far. I had to stop and just give it's a half-star review and move on with my life.
Was there any delineation between the first and second, or was it basically just...
I didn't make it to the second!
Oh, you didn't even make it?
I didn't finish the first! It was horrible.
I would at least try the second. I would at least be like, okay.
I don't think I finished any of his movies. But yeah, should I jump into number 2 and see if it picks up?
So when I have not actually listened to your interviews with this man on the
He's
show.
He's a complete Chad. I love him.
when he's talking, is he just like, oh, I don't care if you haven't watched my movies, that doesn't matter. Like he's just kind of interested that they're like getting out there and that there's more awareness, or
He's very
what's
enthusiastic
what is the drive?
about film and filmmaking,
Hmm.
but he also thinks, I think that like having a lot of movies under his belt is more impressive than having like one good
Okay,
movie under his belt.
right. It is quantity over quality.
It's like how James Rolfe says, like, I've made over 300 films, and he's counting like every YouTube video as a film. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Oh man,
And
I
I'd say
can't
every
imagine it.
AVGN episode has more effort put into it than Made Robot. Almost
Hmm.
certainly.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just shot in your apartment, it's basically just you find two actresses who are willing to do basically whatever for a day. Can you tell that it was shot over more than one day, or do you think it was
He told me he
just
films 3 or 4 movies in a day because like sometimes he'll have the expense of renting out a mansion. It's like, okay, let's do 4 movies that would take place in a mansion, and then one of the movie
Right.
ideas is like Bad Girl School. Like you're not in a
That's it.
classroom, you're in a mansion. What? How's this a behavioral therapy class? You're in a mansion.
I mean, nowadays that could be any kind of school. It could be
You should
what
have
if
done
it's
like Xavier's mansion and said that they're like X-Men girls and gave them powers
it could
of
be a charter
sexiness.
school, and the charter school could take place in a mansion.
But every
That's
movie is an
possible.
excuse for Jamie Greffy himself to be in the film and to go up to the hot young actresses and touch them all over their
Hmm.
bodies and faces, and like every movie this happens in it.
Yeah, that might be getting at the dark side of this entire
I'm guessing
enterprise of filmmaking.
the robots probably get recharged by like sucking his cock, and I didn't make it to that part of the
Yeah,
movie yet, but hopefully.
plugging a cord into their assholes or something.
Would you like to meet him? Because he wants to come back on the show.
I mean, if I'm around when he's on, sure.
We just got to schedule it. If you,
I'm
if I,
I'm I'm
if
curious. I'm curious about what his method is.
well,
What
we got
his
to make you watch one of his movies. I don't know which one yet.
I would at least want to watch one before I talk to the man, just to have an idea of what he's capable of.
Eli Neiman for 5 said, "Remember the change the channel thing? Well, it turns out Jew Wario was innocent. How do you like that?
Didn't he kill himself or something?
You kind of look like Jew Wario."
Whoa. Okay.
And yes, I think he did kill himself because he was falsely accused.
Oh man,
I have no
I
idea,
can
Erich.
vaguely see that.
That you look like him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
vaguely.
that's fun. What's your next movie from this year?
My next movie from this year is The Dink, a Apple TV movie that aired, I think, in the past 2 weeks or something. It's a sports comedy movie where Jake Johnson, star of New Girl and various other comedic things, he is a disgraced tennis star who takes up pickleball in order to I don't know, save their club that they're in. And it was written by Sean Clements, who's one of my favorite comedic podcasters. His podcast Hollywood Handbook is just one of my favorite things ever. So when I heard that he had written a movie and he has a cameo in the movie, I was just like, okay, I got to check this thing out. First week it comes out, and it's a pretty fun time. It is not the kind of comedy that I love him doing from that, but it is a fun enough comedy. Those kind of comedies that don't really get made, they're kind of like Balls of Fury, where it's like, or Dodgeball, where it's like it's taking a sport that is slightly misunderrepresented or whatever, underappreciated,
Is
and kind
pickleball
of digging
not
into.
tennis for the elderly?
Yes, that's basically what it
Okay,
is. Like, yeah, I think on a podcast he described it as like, imagine if tennis took place on a ping pong court or something. So it's like
sure.
basically just that kind
Like
of
you were
idea.
shrunk
Uh,
down and put on a ping pong
yes,
table.
exactly,
Yeah, that's fun.
exactly. So yeah, and it's got Mary Steenburgen in it, who is just fucking funny as hell everywhere
What,
she is.
Doc Brown's
Um,
wife?
That's right.
Oh my
That's
fuck!
right.
So many gallons of cum shot to Doc Brown's wife.
Good Lord. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's not as funny as I thought it might have been from what I really like this guy on, but it's a very fun time. And I would just recommend Hollywood Handbook to everybody who has that kind of sense of humor. You will know basically 10 minutes into an episode of Hollywood Handbook as to whether or not you like it or not. It is that, like, it will turn people off instantly if you're not down for that. So
Yeah, I don't know anything about that or that movie, but maybe, you know, you and me often like the same podcasts and we host the same podcast, so maybe I should try it if you recommend it. Eli donated $5 again and said he was innocent because of a post. Look it up. Eli, I trust your judgment more than any evidence could ever prove.
I just imagine a judge getting a post on their fucking desk and they look at it and they're like, in the case of Jew Wario, innocent.
If Eli attached a $5 bill to it, maybe the judge would say as much. And then for 2, it says it is on r/confession. A fucking Reddit. Okay. Who's confessing? His ghost?
It's somebody who accused him of false whatever.
And they
confessed
verified
that
it's them.
It did not actually happen.
Okay. Movie Maker Magic for 5 Canadian. He says, does Biggs have a YouTube channel? No. If so, please add it to me. He does not. Also, favorite Looney Tune and Don't Say Bugs. Mine's Ralph and Sam. I hate my grandma ruined Portugal. Do you have a favorite Looney Tune character?
My grandma ruined Portugal. A favorite Looney Tune. Why can't it be
Bugs?
Why can't it be Bugs? I mean, it would be Bugs if I could say Bugs, but I guess I can't say Bugs. So can I say, I said, Foghorn Leghorn, son.
See, I was about to say the character that has brought me the most joy in my life is Foghorn, but only through other characters being inspired by him, like in Futurama.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't even care about his cartoons. Like, I don't find him super funny there. It's just the voice is so good.
Yeah, I almost recall hating his cartoons as a kid and thinking that they were really annoying to watch. But then, like, your impression of it makes me laugh. Elliot Kalin doing it.
Yeah.
So, but if I want to pick a character I like of their own merit, if I got to get real complicated with it. Name all the Looney Tunes for me.
Daffy Duck, Wile E. Coyote, Sylvester, Tweety Bird. It is insane to me that people are horny for Tweety Bird.
He's like a C tier character.
Well, yeah, Tweety Bird is also a dude, isn't he?
What? You mean like actually horny?
Yeah, actually horny. Actually want to fuck.
He's a fucking tiny bird. What part are they sexualizing?
I don't know.
There's nothing to fuck. Your dick's bigger than him, dude.
Elmer Fudd.
What are you gonna put it in?
Taz, Speedy Gonzalez, Michigan J Frog.
Michigan J Frog. I guess I pick him. I've watched his skit independently 1,000 times.
Does he do anything other than fucking do that like dance thing?
I don't think so. What about, is this a Looney Tune? The bird who loves to singa about the Moona and the Juna and the Springa. I love to singa. Is that Looney Tunes?
I don't know.
Elmer Chud. Can you do a Marvin the Martian impression, Erich?
Oh. Wait.
I am Erich.
Let me look up some Marvin the Martian.
That was my Erich impression.
I'm Erich.
I am Erich.
I'm Erich.
And Eli for 2 says yes. So hey, I don't even need to read the confession. I just believe you.
Oh, goody.
Whose turn is it for a movie?
Your turn.
Okay, 2026. I saw The Invite. Did you see this one yet?
I did see The Invite, yes.
This is one of my favorites of the year, definitely in the top 3 right now. My perspective on the film is it's about poor Seth Rogen. As a young man, he was in a band.
Mhm.
He had a one-hit wonder
Yeah.
writing a love song about Olivia Wilde, and they have this romance. They
Mhm.
get married. They have a kid together. Flash forward to what, their early 50s, late 40s. These are some old people in this
Yeah.
relationship. It ain't the fiery love it used to be. She's his wife Olivia Wilde. Well, first of all, his band, it fell apart. He was a one-hit wonder, and now he's teaching music at a college, and he hates his life. His relationship's not
Mhm.
what it used to be. She is lying to him, gaslighting him all
What
the
does she
time.
even do?
Hmm.
She wants to be an interior designer or something, but she isn't. Like when he
Sh-
when he asks her, "What do you do all day?" and it's like she does not even answer the question.
I would assume that her family's like rich, but I don't know. Yeah, but she doesn't really
Yeah.
have a job. But she fantasizes about having sex with their neighbor, who has loud sex all the time, and they hear like this loud, great sex happening while they're not having any sex for years.
Hmm.
And she invites this couple to dinner against Seth Rogen's wishes or knowledge because she secretly wants to cheat on her husband and fuck this guy. And meanwhile, the guy who damn Edward Norton, that's the actor. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
he's like
Awesome.
recently had this big life epiphany, and now he is radically honest and like open about his emotions in every element of life. And all of these things together just lead to the extreme comedy. I mean, I'm laughing
Hmm.
constantly throughout the movie. Like every minute is cracking me up.
All of the actors are great. The fucking script is very, very funny. Just like all the shit where he's like, you did not tell me about this. Like it was not, and she was like, I told you weeks ago. Like we would plan to do that, and then later on in the movie, it gets revealed that she literally did not say any of this to him. Like they were only told about it that very morning that they should come over. Like it's just so fucking funny.
Everything about it, like the little things about how communication between humans works and the observations about that really got me thinking about like how I even talk and communicate with other people and how
Hmm.
things might come across. Will I change for the better? No, probably
No.
not. Will the characters?
Yeah.
It's yet to be seen, and it never will be seen. But at least they had a sweet moment playing the piano together
Mhm.
again after he didn't want to play anymore. Spoiler
Well, I
alert.
was gonna say, do you interpret the end of the movie as them never like getting back together up to this point, or
Well, they have
do you
what, a
think they will
12-year
kind of
old
continue?
daughter who lives with them, so I think they're staying together, especially after this little bonding moment of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I took it positively as if like they had rekindled some kind of spark, and that like seeing the other couple also kind of melt down on each other a bit was enough for them to be like, okay, well, as much as they might have an amazing sex life that you can hear through the walls, like they're not perfect. Like I love that in any kind of like one of these comedies is when the somewhat perfect couple starts to melt down and you see
Mm.
that like yeah, it is not actually that great all the time.
Do you have any other thoughts on this film? Since I assume that's in your list for July.
Um, that was wait. I'm sorry. Say again.
Did you see that in July or August?
No, I did see it in July. Yeah, on the
Okay, so
28th.
any other thoughts
Like
on it
I
before
saw
your
a
next
ton
movie?
of movies in the past like week, so I actually did a bunch of theatrical. But I will talk about a movie that I did not see in theaters, but was a new release from this year, which is the Steven Stanton movie that Blank Check covered called "In the Blink of an Eye," which is
Oh.
an absolute disaster of a movie. It is probably one of the worst movies I've seen this year. I'll talk about another movie I really didn't like that I saw this year, but yeah, it is a my review was basically like we have Cloud Atlas at home. Atlas at home is what this is, and so it's
Well,
like
I
it's three
love
different
Cloud Atlas, so
stories.
is there a chance I'll enjoy this on that
I doubt
basis?
it. Do you like Kate McKinnon,
Wait, is that the lesbian?
the lesbian?
The lesbian from SNL, Kate McKinnon?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, yeah, totally, yeah. I have a huge crush on
Okay,
her, dude. I love lesbians.
okay. Well, then one of the I love lesbians, dude. One of the plot lines is her on a ship. It is the far future, and the ship has an AI that she's like talking to throughout the movie. So Yeah, that is
So
one
you
of the
say this
plot
is like
lines.
Cloud Atlas, so is this like 5 random storylines intermingled or what?
It's three stories that kind of interrelate with one another. One is like cave people um, surviving some kind of incident where they have to come together as a family. One
Does that take
where
place in
uh,
prehistoric times, or are these all taking
it
place in the same
does.
year?
No, it does. It does take place in
So,
prehistoric times.
so how possibly does the caveman storyline intersect with the talking to AI
It,
in outer
it is
space?
about the connections that we forge as humans that kind of like keep us going, and
But the storylines
yeah,
don't
those
literally have any.
no, there's no kind of like cohesive like one thing leads to the other, except that the two stories, well, the one that takes place in like kind of the present day and then one that takes place in the future, are very intertwined, like on a conceptual level. Where in the current day uh, thing, it is a grad student played by Rashida Jones and a guy played by, oh, what's his fucking name from Hamilton, whatever. I can't remember his fucking name, but
The
it's the two of
Hamilton?
them. What's that?
Hamilton himself?
No, it's the other guy. It's the
Oh.
guy who plays Jefferson and Lafayette. I can't fucking remember his
David
name.
Diggs?
Cubby Diggs. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
him. So it's those two getting together as a couple and having a kid, and that kid will eventually find the some kind of like technology that stops our aging. And so like you can live hundreds of years or something down the line. And Kate McKinnon actually has that long extended life thing. So um it's just like the Kate McKinnon or the Kate McKinnon stuff I found slightly annoying because it's just her talking to an AI the entire time and being like, the AI is like, we need to do this, and this in order to save you. I will shut myself down in order to save you more. And she's like so heartbroken that the AI is going to die or whatever. And it's like, the AI is not a person.
I don't know.
You should not have like
When I was 10
emotions
years old on
about.
the school bus and my iPod died, I could relate to that
Mhm.
feeling.
Yeah. If the AI was, or if the iPod was like, I'm going to shut myself down in order to save your life, would you like cry for the iPod?
It's the only way I could hear swing, 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 fa da 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 da. My heart is crushed by da 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 da. Can you help me find a way to carry
I know
on?
this one.
Great music, Erich, when you were
What is
10?
it?
I don't. Who is that?
What song is that?
I just remember that song from my iPod when I was 10. Who is that by?
I don't know.
All American Rejects, maybe?
Okay. All
Something
right.
like that.
I also had weird, like, random songs just randomly uploaded onto my fucking
Whatever was on the
MP3
radio
player.
that I liked when I was 10, I was like, fuck it, let's get it.
Okay. All right. All right. But yeah, the movie is a disaster. It does not work. The various segments don't really cohere that well.
Do you know
And
how Rashida Jones connects to the previous film, The Invite?
yeah, she wrote it. Right?
That's right. She should have
Mhm.
started it too instead of this dog shit.
For sure. Yeah, but yeah, in the blink of an eye, like it's amazing that Steven Stanton, when he's working on animated stuff, has such an incredible
Steven
idea for
Stanton?
how Steven Stanton. Is
Andrew
that him?
Stanton?
Andrew Stanton. Andrew Stanton. Steven Stanton is actually a Star Wars voice actor. That's why I'm fucking.
Ah!
Yeah. I just saw Stanton.
Fucking dork!
Yeah, I am a dork.
How do you know
Okay,
a
so
Star
yeah,
Wars voice actor by name, you fucking dork?
I fucking follow him on Twitter too. So that's probably why.
Who does
All
he
right.
voice? Darth Revan?
No. Wait, who does he voice? A bunch of characters. It doesn't fucking
Hashtag
matter.
fake fucking fan.
Yeah, true.
Fake as fucking
But
fan.
yeah, the movie is bad, and yeah, as I was saying about Andrew Stanton, he understands so implicitly how to like structure stories and how things should like logically go when he's making animated movies. But then when he does live action, as I'll talk about later with John Carter, there's just something missing with how he puts stuff together. Maybe it's because like live action, you don't have as immaculate control over it, and so like you can say we're going to film those scenes, but then if stuff doesn't work, you either have to reshoot and then figure out a different way. I
Did you
don't know
listen to his
why.
interview with Blank Check last night?
I'm going to listen to it
So
today.
he says that all these animated movies take like 3.5, 4 years to make.
Right.
So he has so much time to go over every piece of the plot over and over and over and over again. Whereas live
Yeah.
action, he might just be rushing it because he's so used to having 4 years to get it right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I know with stuff like John Carter, there's like test screenings, and there's like, this is the script we're making. There's 3 different movies that happen. The first movie happens in pre-production. You have the script, you have like the idea of what we're going to do, then you have to actually shoot it. And like, you know what that's like when you're shooting something for like the 24-hour film festival or something, where it's just like the rubber hits the road. You got to start shooting something, and even if it does not like exactly cohere to what you originally thought of, it's got to happen at some point. And then you have to make a movie out of that in editing, which is the third movie that you actually make the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think in that third movie, it just becomes like, well, fuck, what do we do with this? Like, if this scene is not working, if it doesn't cohere, if there's stuff in the script that for some reason, whatever reason, we didn't get on the day, like, it's just a disaster sometimes. And you got to be like, well, that didn't work.
They should have movie 43'd it and just started filming more and more and more and more. Then every storyline gets like 5 minutes. It'd just take the best 5 minutes from each one.
Why was I say, should you just film as much as possible just so you have the option later on in editing? I just wonder that with all of this stuff, is like when actors talk about like, yeah, we filmed a bunch, but then we didn't use a lot of that stuff, is just so they have the option to use stuff later on. Like, that's the only reason to do any of that stuff.
Or they want to get a lot of footage of them saying a lot of things to manipulate and blackmail them
Right,
into pushing the liberal agenda.
Well, in this scene, you're the villain, so you're going to take a gun out and you're going to shoot this other person.
We're going to edit this to look like a Hamas hostage or something. My next movie, The Odyssey. You've already heard me talk about it. I was not impressed, and I've not gotten any more impressed as time has gone on. Just not for me. Ready for the next one from Nolan.
The odd Dulcie, you might say. So you're a fan of Emily Wilson, her translation and her take on the movie?
I'd say Emily Wilson is wrong about The Odyssey, but she is right about The Odyssey.
Okay. Interesting.
She got it wrong.
She dislikes it for the wrong reasons.
No, she got the poem wrong when she wrote her version, but she got her review of the film correct.
Oh, that's funny. There are so many ways to be wrong. I think it's what we've figured out, is that you can be wrong translating the poem, and you can also
be correct in thinking that the movie sucked.
Interesting.
Can we as a society move on from all of the Iliad, all of the Odyssey? Who cares? Not relevant to our lifestyle anymore. Let's move on. Not a good translation in modern day storytelling either.
Well, I mean, I think one of Emily Wilson's critiques is that Nolan is really telling a story about modern day, just using the Odyssey to do that. And she doesn't like it because it robs the Odyssey a lot of its like alien Greek nature that is apparent from that. So like in the original text, Odysseus kills all of these female slaves that were, I guess, helping the suitors or like having sex with the suitors during the events of it. And like, because they're slaves, you can just kill them because their life means nothing to you. And I think Emily Wilson goes out of her way to be like, that was wrong. Like, you shouldn't be able to kill slaves like that. So like, as much as she criticizes Nolan for the stuff that he changes about the text, I think she also grounds the source material in modern day like
bias
of how these things should bias, you could say.
Biased on our
how like these things should be viewed.
Yeah, because back in that day, killing a bunch of slaves, no big deal. You know, why are we putting our modern perspective on an old story? That's why we shouldn't even bother bringing it back.
I think there is some hypocrisy to the way that she talks about how Nolan is making the movie.
Sure.
So that's funny to me.
So we all agree she's a dumb bitch, and he based his film on her translation. So the film's based on a dumb bitch's translation of the source material. So the whole thing is just on a mountain of sand or whatever, you know, just going to come crashing down with the wave. Let's move
Mhm.
on to Spider-Man, as all of society has already done. Uh, I gave it 4 stars out of 5. Rich, and then every single person I love or respect in my life, shit,
Betrayed you and
all of,
shit
not
on the
betrayed
movie.
me. No betrayal at all. I feel like I'm living
Uh-huh.
in the Twilight Zone, some La La Land.
Uh-huh.
What is happening? I loved this movie. I had a great time. One by one, the blank check guys both shit on the movie, hate it. My brother
Hmm.
Patchy hates it. His wife Rachel hates it.
I didn't realize Patchy hates it. I know that Rachel did
They
not
all
like it,
gave it
but
fucking
I
low
wasn't
ass
sure.
scores.
I
Rich,
thought Patchy gave it 3.5 or something.
I'm waiting desperately to see what Rich
Uh-huh.
gives it. Will somebody be on my side and say this was Kino? Rich finally gives his
Uh-huh.
letterbox a 4 out of 10. I'm again
Right.
alone in this world. Nobody
Hmm.
who I know in real life enjoyed this movie.
Well, to your benefit, like literally everyone else in the world seems to love the movie. So, I mean, you're just cursed by your
I
group
live
of
in a bubble of
friends all
hatred.
not
I don't
liking
know
the
any of
movie.
these
Yeah.
people.
Just talk to anybody who comes out of the movie in the theater and talk to them about it because they seem
Fuck
to love
no.
this shit.
Talk to strangers? No. And I don't go on social media. I don't go on Twitter, so I don't even get to see people praising it on social
Hmm.
media. A lot of the reviewers I watch on YouTube aren't really saying anything nice about it. I think Red Letter Media actually were kind of soft on it, to be honest. They kind of liked it. So
Okay.
at
They
least
liked it.
somebody in the world liked it that I respect.
Hmm.
But I guess we can break the rule, Rich. Why did you hate Spider-Man: Brand New Day?
Okay. All right. I am very biased when it comes to these Spider-Man movies because I have a specific idea of what I want to see in a Spider-Man movie, and basically none of the MCU Spider-Man movies, maybe other than no, what's the first one? Homecoming. Maybe other than Homecoming, have not really fit my idea of what a Spider-Man movie should have in it. Like, it's a huge spoiler for the movie, but the villain of the movie is not a Spider-Man villain. It is a character from the X-Men. And Spider-Man has one of the best, deepest rogues galleries of villains that exists in all of comics. And so instead of watching Spider-Man fight a uh, bad guy like fucking Green Goblin in Spider-Man 1 from the 2001 or 2000, or Dr. Octopus, one of the best movie villains of all time, played by Alfred Molina. We get to see him have a teary uh, reunion, not reunion. Fucking, it's the same ending as Thunderbolts, where you have a teary-eyed resolution with the quote-unquote villain of the piece,
In a
and then they
dream
get along
world,
in a
like not even
perfect
like in
harmony.
reality, and you're
But
doing like
fucking
a
okay,
talk
so
no jutsu.
her entire deal is that like this group killed my sister and I want revenge on them. And so when the guy that she's been like fucking with this whole time shows her a memory of his aunt, and that is one of the things that like pulls her back from wanting to pursue this revenge thing. Like, why would she care? Some some guy's aunt, some guy's memory of an aunt
So
gives her the words that
she
she
has
needs to
investment
hear in
in
the moment.
Peter's story because it's the one person she can't get into the mind of because he has like a split personality at this
Okay.
point and he's confused. So she's like,
Hmm.
"Why? What is it about you I can't get?" And then she's like getting his dramatic backstory of true love and compassion in this speech from Aunt May, and maybe that's something that she needs to hear in her life. And she's like, "Oh, this guy lost this person, just like I lost my sister. That's a relatable thing. Maybe." And people in the comments are saying, "Oh, she, killed all these people. What, like, there's no redemption for her just because she's a cute girl." But from the perspective of Spider-Man, this person has one of the most incredible power sets imaginable. Think of all the good they could do if we could convert them to the side of good instead of what, just locking them in prison forever as punishment. That's so much more good you could do if they were an X-Men, perhaps, instead of a villain of the week.
Yeah, I that stuff just didn't really play for me for the most part.
Sure. Like
That
I
stuff
I
with
don't care about the villain in a movie being from like his
Mhm.
specific
Okay,
franchise.
well then from the hero's point of view, you've got Peter Parker for some reason undergoing some kind of weird spider transformation that he's wrapped in webs all the time.
The way I saw it
He's
was
like
he's
it's like a
neglecting the
hormonal
man.
imbalance.
He's neglecting the man part of his personality. So
Yeah,
since he's
and this was done
Spider-Man,
so
he's
much better in
becoming more
Spider-Man 2.
spider than
This was
man.
done so
Rich.
much better in Spider-Man 2.
The greatest superhero movie of all time did
Yeah,
it better.
the greatest
Rich.
superhero
Wow.
movie of all time. Like, why should I care that he's like getting black eyes and
Because he's losing
becoming
his
a little bit
humanity because
more
he's
aggressive?
neglecting his love for his friends.
He's just getting slightly more aggressive. Like what they should have done was in the comics, he turns into a 8-legged spider creature thing, and it should be like, if you're going to neglect your personal life, you will just become a freak monster. And that should have been what they did. And I think Tom Holland either wanted to do that or that was talked about. And then it was like, no, we have to focus test this thing into oblivion, and audiences will not respond to that if he becomes a crazy monster thing. So it's like they stepped away from doing what I think is one of the most interesting things, which is like taking the transformation to its furthest extent and making that a huge cinematic moment. And instead, he just kind of like is slightly mean sometimes, and that whole storyline just did nothing for me. I do like the whole he can't remember, or no, they can't remember him part, but it also just feels like we're just going to spend 2 movies to get back to where we were at the beginning of the last one, at the beginning of No Way Home, where they'll basically just be friends again, and he'll have a relationship with Mary Jane again, because that's Zendaya and him are in an actual relationship. So that's how it's going to be. Since she still wants to be in the movies, that's what they'll do. So like I people are so invested in that, and I just don't give a shit. So,
well, any other movies from 2026 that you did give a shit about, Rich?
let's see here. Okay, did not give a shit about Evil Dead Burn. I fucking hated this movie, because it felt so like violent without any kind of hint of funniness to it, which is what I expect the Evil Dead franchise to do. So it just felt like torture porn for the vast majority of it, for characters that I didn't care about.
You're not into
like
torture porn, Rich.
No, I'm not. Surprisingly, I think when you look at me and you hear my thoughts on a lot of things, to be like, this guy should love torture porn.
This guy probably makes torture porn.
Well, I'm in the basement right now. That's where it happens. Yeah, but just did not like it. Icky movie.
What next?
Next, it was on the Criterion Channel, and it was in theaters earlier this year, and I didn't get a chance to see it. So it says it's a 2025 movie, but I'll talk about it like it's 2026, because I don't think it was like theatrically released majorly until this year. So it's called Blue Heron. Is it partially Danish or something? But it's about a girl growing up whose brother is very violent and very unhinged, and that kind of having to struggle with this person that I know who, as a brother or as a sibling, he's perfectly fine, but then at times he'll just randomly do violent stuff that is getting us a lot of attention and getting a lot of bad it's bad for the family, it's bad for everyone involved in it, and it is her trying to piece together, how did my childhood end up like this, and how does my memory of it kind of cohere with the actual truth of things. And so at the end of the movie, you kind of understand that he was not as bad as you might have thought, but like there's a lot of like time travel stuff involved, where she's like looking back on her memories and trying to like put things right in her mind. People loved this movie when it came out, and I did not love it as much as they did, but I thought it was a very, very good, very striking movie. So,
but nowhere near as good as our favorite film, The Butterfly Effect.
No, definitely not a butterfly effect. As far as fucked up things happening
and time traveling through your memories. Yeah. Supreme
right.
Kino, folks. If you love Ashton Kutcher as much as Well, you actually shouldn't. I think Ashton Kutcher at one time, Rich, had the largest Twitter following back in the early days of Twitter. Was that a
Mhm.
plant or was that genuine? Because
I feel like
behind
some
the
of these
scenes,
people, it is genuine.
well,
I feel like with like
but I
the
wonder
social
if they were
media for
propping
these
him up
people,
as like, okay, this is Hollywood's, America's golden boy in Hollywood. He's one of you. You should love and respect everything he says. And then behind the
Mhm.
scenes, he's writing so many letters to judges about how, yeah, my friend, he might have like raped all those kids, but he's a good guy. You should let him off. Like,
Mhm.
was he like the surrogate to be the face of defending all the child predators in Hollywood? Because how many times has he had to apologize for a letter he wrote to a judge saying Rapey McGee did nothing wrong?
Well, what is that? Is that about Danny Masterson or whatever?
It's about a lot of stuff. I mean, even
Yeah.
he, first of all, he's married to Demi Moore when she's like what 30 years older than him, so he's prey
Yeah.
in an abusive relationship. And then what does he do? He turns around and selects his own prey. Oh, 14-year-old Meg from Family Guy, Mila Kunis. I'm going to make you my
Mhm.
wife, even though I'm also 30 years older than you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher, he's very sus. Lots of sus on that
I
bus.
agree.
And I'm not a
The
fan.
sussy bussy.
Oh, Charlie Sheen,
I don't know.
he's telling the truth about the Jews while he's high. Let's fire him and replace him with
Has
Ashton Kutcher on Two and a Half
has
Men.
Ashton Kutcher been on anything? Because he was on what, the ranch or
He's
something?
punked. He's Two and a Half Men. He's the
No, but
ranch on
since
Netflix.
2015. Okay. Yeah, yeah, the ranch on Netflix. Okay.
And he's doing all kinds of shit on Netflix now.
Hmm. There's so much shit on Netflix that I have no awareness of. It's insane sometimes. Like people live in entirely different worlds than me.
Any other 2026 movies for me, Rich, before we move on?
There might be one more. There is not. Nope. That's it for this year.
Okay, I finally saw the 2009 Disney animated film, The Princess and the Frog. Do you like this
Yeah.
movie, E. Rich?
I like this one a fair bit. It's in the bayou. How can you like? How can you not like a movie in the
I
bayou?
gave it a 3 out of 10. It's
3 out of 10.
basically The Emperor's New Groove, but not funny, and with the shitty romance
Mm.
shoehorned in. Basically
They
the
have
same
Papa
plot
Legba in
as
this thing.
Emperor's New Groove. I didn't like any of the songs. I was super bored. I'm
Wow.
actually, after seeing that, I was like, okay, stick with the 3D animation because this looks like a straight to DVD cartoon to me. I didn't think the animation was mind blowing. I just was not impressed
I
at
mean,
all.
it's hand drawn animation from the early 2000s. It's incredible. Or maybe
It looks
early
like a
2000s.
straight to DVD Disney movie.
It's incredible. I don't know what to say to you.
Oh my god!
We've lost
I thought
piece
it
of
was
art. There.
racist. It was written and directed by two white dudes, and
Mhm.
when the opening scene is like fucking Mammy has to bring her little daughter to be friends with the girl who they're slaves for, and like all the racist dialect and dialogue
Yeah.
right there, I was like,
Keith
come on,
David has
fucking
a
now.
song in this movie. What do you mean the songs are bad? Fuck you.
I can't name one lyric from any of those songs. They were so
Hey,
generic
I
and
don't know. I
boring.
don't know any of the. I don't know any of the
Are
songs
you
how they
joking?
sound, but I remember. I remember fucking Friends on the Other Side being good. The fucking Keith David song.
Was it the
He's the
crocodile?
villain. He's the villain.
The Hat Man?
Yeah, the Hat Man.
Yeah.
He has a song.
Completely sucked. I hated it. What's your next
Yeah.
movie?
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the month. My first movie I watched because I'm a big Snyder head and I like all of Snyder's shit. And one of Snyder's main
Defenders?
influences is a movie called Excalibur, which is a John Borman movie from 1981. It is the King Arthur tale, and it's told with such like stunning visuals. I think I can really understand why Snyder makes the movies he makes. Watching this thing, there's like a green haze or sheen or light that suffuses a lot of the movie, and it's such an interesting choice. The more John Borman movies I watch, the more I'm just like, this guy was making insane shit unlike anybody else from that time, and I just really appreciate his filmmaking style. So I really loved this thing.
What year did this movie come out?
1981.
What Snyder are you talking about?
Well, no, this is one of Snyder's favorite movies. This is
Oh, I
like
was like, what
this is
the
one of
fuck is he
his like
saying?
this is one of his like institutional, like this is what movies should be like.
Okay,
And
that's
watching
it's what he's trying
Excalibur,
and
I'm like,
failing to
that's
imitate.
why he is the way he is. Yeah, sure, you could
Okay,
say that.
oh, that sounds interesting. Then, yeah, I'll check that one
And
out.
so John Borman also did Zardoz, which we reviewed
Oh,
earlier on the show.
the
So
Wizard
there you go.
of Oz.
That's right.
Uh, okay, this next one, me and Biggs reviewed for the Wheel of Jake. Source Code, 9 out of 10, sci-fi, standalone, beautiful, less than 90-minute movie. You've seen this one, Rich?
Which one? What's it
Source
called?
Code.
No, I've never seen Source Code. I've heard very good things about it. And you've
It's
seen it multiple times, right?
I've seen it as many times as he had to live that explosion on the train, but it's Groundhog Day, but in 8-minute chunks, and the train's exploding every time, and he has to figure out who's the bomber, where's the bomb, while also falling in love with Michelle Monaghan, which, I mean, should we all be so lucky?
I mean, everybody would. If
Yeah.
you were in that situation, you would fall in love with Michelle Monaghan.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, god tier film for at least for me and Biggs, because we love Jake, and
It's
he has some very
Duncan
funny Jake
Jones.
reactions.
It's Duncan Jones, right?
Yeah,
David
the
Bowie's
the
son.
Moon Man himself, Duncan Jones. I've not seen
Moon Man.
Warfare. Don't care.
Bad movie. Fucking what was his other movie? It was like a semi sequel to Moon.
Ooh, I
I
don't
can't
know.
fucking remember what it was called.
It's not Source Code. Was it like
Mute, Mute,
oh.
Mute. Literally one of the worst movies I have ever seen. Duncan Jones fell off so fucking hard. It
Oh.
is stunning. It's wild.
He needs to only work with my favorite actors. Like I always
Yeah.
forget Moon Man's name. Sam Rockwell, son of a bitch. It's the Sam that I always forget. I know Rockwell.
We're gonna every week or every time we record, I'm going to remind you of Sam Rockwell's name until we get to the Wild Horse 9 episode, and in that point, you should know Sam Rockwell's name.
I just had a brain blast of you reminding me Sam Rockwell. That made me think of Connection. You guys reminding Florian of all the different Robins on the Wheel of Batman, which reminded me. Last week was episode 100 of the Colonel cast, aka the Purple cast, and he said jokingly, "This is the last episode." But then last Sunday there was no new episode, which would imply it actually is the end.
Actually, the last episode.
So spoil it for everybody, Rich. Have you guys recorded a new episode yet?
I mean, there has to be some weirdness going on there because we spun the wheel and we got another entry, and we did record an episode for.
He just forgot to post the week after he joked about saying the show's over.
But it might be on purpose. He might be like, that's the joke, is that we go a week without an episode.
He wanted a week off, and then he's gonna surprise us with Batman next week.
Honestly, every time you want a break, you should just be like,
the show's over, folks.
Like, we're done. Sorry, guys.
Just don't disable your memberships quite yet, just for fun.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
Purple
does not have to worry about that. He could do this practical joke every week.
What was the on Cinema the last season where he's like, "There's no chance we're coming back."
Like the last Oscar special was called The Last Oscar Special.
Yes. He's like, "I'll leave the door slightly open. 1% chance that we come back." Of course, they're fucking coming back.
Now I'm seeing them live this year. Can't wait. And I get to see Blank Check live too. They're coming to Iowa. Of all places, they're randomly just doing a screening in Iowa. And I don't even know why.
That's wild. Well, you thought that maybe it was the Chicago Film Festival or something.
Well, it might be around the same time, and that's why they're in the area for it. But I don't know why they're driving 5 hours west of Chicago to Iowa to do a fucking screening of some movie.
Hey, man.
I'm going.
Take the wins when you can get them.
If I can get a ticket. Tickets aren't on sale yet, and it might sell out quick. But I don't know if there's that many Iowa blankies. Who knows?
Well, that's the thing. You'll probably have a smaller. I tried to get one of their recent live show tickets, and I went on probably an hour or two after they dropped, and nothing there. So
I bet Chicago motherfuckers are gonna buy them up and drive to Iowa and steal all my goddamn tickets.
Fucking Chicago fucks.
Is it your turn with a movie?
Yes, because you just talked about
Source Code,
Princess and the Frog, or Source Code. Fuck. All right. So my movie, I watched this with some buddies. I've never seen Tremors before, so I watched the first Tremors from 1990 with Kevin Bacon and a bunch of other people.
Isn't Reba in
I
that?
really Reba's in that.
I
Yes,
love
yes. I was
Reba.
gonna say a bunch of people I haven't heard of, but Reba's in it, so it's hard to say that I haven't heard of Reba. But yeah, it's a fun time. I don't think it's a great movie. It is just a kind of run of the mill sci-fi comedy, kind of from that time. There's a lot of weird gay subtext I feel with Kevin Bacon and the guy he's there with throughout most of the movie. They're always kind of like going after each other in a way that's kind of like, maybe maybe they spend some lonely nights together. Who knows? But I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great, but I had a good time.
It's been about 10 years since I saw it, and if I recall, it's a lot of people standing on the roofs of buildings in the desert while we pretend that like a giant worm is under the ground. Is that pretty much the movie?
Wait. I mean, it's a bunch of worms underground.
Yeah. So we're just like filming the ground and shaking the camera, and then filming people standing on a roof, and like that's the whole movie.
Not the whole movie. There's a good bit.
That's a lot of the movie.
the what the fuck are they called? I can't remember what the fucking worms are called. But
Alaskan bold worm.
There is a scene where it breaks into the convenience store that they're in, and like it's just a really cool set with a really cool like big ass puppet or animatronic or whatever the fuck it is.
Erich. Erich, yeah. That's not the worm. That's his tongue.
That's his tongue.
I gotta rewatch fucking SpongeBob. God damn it! Why am I not watching SpongeBob right now?
Man, what is it? The first 2 or 3 seasons of SpongeBob? Because like what I know as SpongeBob is only like the first 2 or 3 years.
Everything before the movie, pretty much.
Yeah. Great stuff.
What's the thing above Mumkey? There's so many above me. You have to be more precise. Is it the Muhammad painting of him in front of the Twin Towers? Is it painting of me and Aggie, Haunter, Pepe the Frog, La from One Piece? Which one? Which one? Okay, my turn for a movie.
Yep.
Okay, this is gonna be a rough one, Erich.
Uh-oh.
Are you a fan of the filmmaker Richard Donner?
I mean, he directed the first 2 Superman movies.
Right.
I really don't know anything other than that he made, so not particularly.
Okay. He also did like Lethal Weapon trilogy.
Never saw it.
Scrooged.
I have seen that.
Okay.
Not a huge fan of that.
The Goonies.
I hate Goonies.
Well, here's another hateable movie he made. This one stars Bronson. You heard of Bronson? Charles Bronson. Now, I've never seen a Charles Bronson picture myself, but I do love Tom Hardy's film Bronson, about a man inspired by the actor Charles Bronson and changes his name to that and becomes Britain's most violent criminal and beats the shit out of everybody. It is constantly in prison. And it sometimes covers himself in oil and maybe shit and kidnaps people for hours at a time because he needs attention.
It's a wild movie.
In my review of this film called Twinkie from 1970, directed by Richard Donner and starring Bronson, I wrote, the actions of Tom Hardy's Bronson were less objectionable than this.
Wow. So really not a good movie.
This film is an earnest romantic comedy playing off of the success of Lolita. And it's about 40-year-old Charles Bronson, getting married to a 15-year-old girl. And the comedy of the film is like, yeah, it's like, what if your wife acted like your daughter? Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, she's playing the record player too loud and the music's too loud. Yeah. That's what this whole entire movie is.
This sounds insane.
It is insane, Erich. It is.
Not only that, but why would they why would a studio greenlight that?
Why would Richard Donner do this?
What?
Now,
Was everyone just so pedo-brained back in the day that they were just like, yeah, sure, you have a
it was
15-year-old
1970. They were trying to
wife?
be. I don't know what they were trying to be, but movie lyrics. There's a theme song, and I need to find the lyrics because it's fucking hilarious. Okay, here we go. Now, unfortunately, this theme song for the movie
Looks like it was also
Twinkie.
called Lola.
Yeah, as in Lolita, yeah, but Twinkie's the more popular
Huh.
name. The theme song is unfortunately very catchy, and I've listened to it about 20 times, and I'm gonna go through the lyrics with you, E-Rich.
Oh,
Twinkie,
wait. Oh, never
take your
mind.
time,
I thought it
E-Rich,
was the
go
song
ahead.
Lola. I thought it was the song Lola by
Don't get it
whoever
confused.
does the song Lola.
This is by Jim Dale, okay. Let's, lyric by lyric, tell me if you agree. This is a love song about a 40-year-old man dating and marrying a 15-year-old. Twinkie, I think you're growing up too soon, girl. I've never met a girl like this for me. Dumb but pretty, like a schoolgirl should be.
Oh my god.
Now, a schoolgirl should be dumb,
Schoolgirls should be
they're
pretty.
saying. What is the purpose of sending them to this school if not to educate them and elevate their intelligence? Why should a schoolgirl be dumb? Pretty sure. Dumb? Why do you want... First, you want your wife to be dumb? Why?
I think there is a entire subculture of the woman should be dumb and compliant and stay at home and just do everything that you want them to do.
But if she's a schoolgirl, she won't even be staying home. You'd be putting her on the bus every morning.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, how about this? Take a look at her.
Oh no!
What?
The main script has been suggested to be somewhat autobiographical as it mirrors the author's own marriage to 16-year-old model Sarah Caldwell.
I told you it was earnest. The film is not condemning the pedophile.
1960s, when he was 38.
Yeah. It's a sincere film, Rich. I'm telling you, it was insane to watch.
You said that, but like
he's like complaining about how annoying his child bride was with this screenplay. Literally. And the man who directed The Goonies and Superman directed this film.
What the fuck? Is this before all of that stuff?
Yes, it's like his second or third film, but still. Take a look at her, 16 summers and a month or two, grown-up lover when the girls can't see you. And it goes on. Any other questions about this film, Rich? I gave it a 2 out of 10 on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Not as bad as Made Robot, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote in my review, Unc got mad. She asked him for help with her homework. My fucking wife won't stop asking me for algebra help.
Oh my god. Which I don't remember any of this. That was 28 years ago.
Are you gonna check out Twinkie?
I mean, I'm interested to see what the fuck it even is at this point.
The actress was
like,
18,
apparently...
so at least there's no victim on set other than the viewer.
Leslie Haswell said, dreary sex comedy drama, the fag end of London's swinging 60s.
Whoa!
I think by fag they mean cigarette end. So
you're the one who said it twice.
Fag end.
Oh! What, did Florian just walk in your room?
This is wild. So, like, Richard Donner apparently says he just made a wonderful, silly little romantic comedy, but then they added 2 scenes and called it Lola and made it kind of a sex thing. How was it not before then?
I didn't see any.
What movie did he make?
There was nothing really sexual in the version I saw, so maybe I saw the cut without those 2 scenes, but the only romance really is like kissing, like a little peck, you know.
Uh-huh.
There's a scene when he's sleeping in bed and like she runs in the room and starts like bouncing on him to wake up like she's like 7 years old instead of 15. But like they didn't. I mean, I don't know how old they're supposed to act, but that seemed pretty childish to me.
That is some wild shit. How did you hear about this?
Because the website new-fmovies.com, where I get all my movies, I just sort
Right.
by new, and it popped up, and I was like, "Oh, what the
Somebody's like,
fuck?
yeah, let's
Let's give
let's
this one a
get
watch."
get the people knowledgeable about Twinkie again.
And then that same day, I also watched Made Robot. So I was trying to find a palate cleanser, and it got even worse.
Sounds like you made some bad choices.
Two horrible movies that day. Horrible movies. What's your next movie?
My next movie is a Wong Kar-wai movie called Fallen Angels. I have the Wong Kar-wai box set that Criterion put out a couple years ago, and I've been just looking at the Wong Kar-wai movies that are listed on there, and this was a really good Chinese romantic kind of drama movie. It's very good. It's got some great performances. It's shot with this weird like fisheye lens, I think, kind of look to it at during most of the scenes, and it's color graded in a really interesting way. Um, there's a scene that fucking stabbed me in the heart, where this guy is viewing videos of his father he took earlier, and since I have dead dad issues, that just really fucking got me. So I really enjoyed this movie. It's not my favorite of Wong Kar-wai's stuff, but it's a really good movie. I liked Fallen Angels.
COVID Lover 420 says peak mentioned Wong Kar-wai is actual Kino. You've got a fan.
Hell yeah! Thanks, COVID Lover 420. I'll eventually watch In the Mood for Love and his other later movies. I'm going pretty slow through his filmography.
Oh, I forgot to mention I saw the new Moana, the live action remake. I saw half of the
I mean,
cam rip.
maybe that is enough of a review, is just to say I completely forgot that I saw it enough that
I certainly didn't want to finish it.
mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't finish the movie.
Only half. You know,
How much?
I wanted
Okay,
to get
half
to
of
The
it.
Rock, see how The Rock was doing, and 2 songs in with The Rock, and I said I don't need to keep watching.
Did you watch? Actually, you didn't see the Jermaine Clement.
No, I
Shiny
did not make it to the
one?
crab. No,
Okay.
no.
It's just a why bother project. Why would you even do it?
I'm glad that it flopped. Like, are
It's
they going to lose money on this? Hopefully.
hopefully. I mean, I think the CEO of Disney recently put out a thing with like that movie and Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu that like they did not do well at the box office, but they energized other parts of their brand, quote unquote. So they might not see it as a huge failure, but like these are made to make tons of money at the box office. Like you can't have a movie fail to that extent and just be like, oh, it's okay because those other parts of your fucking company would have done well regardless. And like these movies are made for 250 million dollars so that they will make billions of dollars afterwards. If it makes 500 million or less, you're fucked.
How much of Spider-Man's gross does Disney get compared to Sony?
I'm not sure because there was the original deal they made with Sony was much more favorable to Sony, and Sony would make basically all the money from the gross. But then they made a new deal after the however 5-6 picture contract with Tom Holland ran out. So I don't know what that deal looks like at this point.
So Disney will survive this year off of Toy Story 5 and hopefully the Avengers movie then.
Yeah, they should
Star
be
Wars
okay.
fucking flop.
But it's really bad when a lot of your big movies do not do nearly as well. And also, it's not weakness on the theatrical kind of landscape right now because tons of movies are doing really well. So it's like it's just people don't want to see your shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue. They would come out and see it if it was good, and they know it's not good, so they're not coming out to see it.
What's your next movie, Rich?
My next movie is a Richard Linklater movie called Slacker, which I believe was his film debut.
How many years did it take him to make it?
I don't think it took him any more than 1 or 2 years.
Not 12?
If I had to guess. No, not 12. I mean, I think in order to do that, Richard Linklater would have had to start when he was like 12, and then 12 years
A
later,
real boyhood, it could
his
have
first
been.
movie. Right. But yeah, Slacker is a pretty decent movie where it basically like jumps from person to person. It's actually like the Spider-Man movie we watched where Jean Grey I said her name, can jump from person to person to person within like 30 feet or something. This movie is basically the same way, where you'll follow a group of people walking or whatever, and you'll be with them for a couple minutes, and then you jump to somebody that's like right next to them, and then you follow them for a couple minutes, and you see what their life is like. And it's just that throughout the entire movie. And that's a really good idea and a really good concept. The issue is that people are fucking stupid for the most part, so you're just following a bunch of idiots, and you can get some slightly different insight depending on what kind of different ideas they have are. But it's on a college campus, so it's a lot of like young people that are like they're like exploring the outer edges of what their fucking philosophies are going to be. And if you can put up with that, it's a really nice watch. But it definitely tests you a little bit to just watch these idiots talking about their nonsense lives.
So The Simpsons did it better with 22 short stories about Springfield.
Yes, that is
Not
a
enough
22-minute
cans.
episode, and yeah, that's a better.
Meet McCloud in the chat says, I like the slacker scenes where they just talk about JFK conspiracies for half an hour.
Yeah, they do have some JFK conspiracy stuff, which is funny.
Is it funny if it's true, Erich?
In Linklater's later movies, he has Alex Jones in them. Like, Alex Jones was a like guy in the Austin community at that time. So because that's where Linklater was growing up, like he has Alex Jones all throughout his two movies. Is it In Waking Life? And there's another one I think that he's in. But yeah, it's like a really interesting snapshot of that time. Like politically, people are really checked out. There's a lot of just like people are just pissed off about the state of the world, and they're trying to like place their political beliefs into something that anything that exists other than faith in the system at the time. It's a very interesting movie to watch nowadays for that.
Yeah, sounds more relevant than ever, they say, Erich.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Netflix slop, I was at Cousin Joey's house, and he always just puts on some fucking Netflix bullshit of the day that I sit there and watch with him. And he put on something called Old Henry. Have you heard of this?
Oh, Henry?
Old Henry.
I've never heard of Old Henry. I've definitely heard of Oh Henry.
I don't know if it's semi based on a true story or not, but it's based on the Western gunslinger Billy the Kid after he escaped law enforcement, and he grew up and became an old man with his son, and now he's living.
Oh, is this a recent movie?
2021, so half a decade ago, and he's
got Tim Blake Nelson in it.
Yeah, he's playing Billy the Unk here.
Okay,
and he's disguised as Old Henry instead of Billy the Kid, and he's just hanging out with his son in the middle of nowhere, and then some guys come, and then there's a shootout. Kind of slow and boring, but I don't know. I kind of liked it at the same time. It's fine. I would not recommend it.
It sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty cool just for Tim Blake Nelson,
I guess. And according to Cousin Joey, our grandmother had a big crush on this man, so now I have that
Billy
knowledge on Tim Blake Nelson.
Oh, okay.
Like, what? All right. This dude's like a smelly old man, but maybe he was fine back in the day. I don't know.
It's just so funny to me that he went by Old Henry, because he's like, my nickname is Billy the Kid, and he's like, how do I get as far away from Billy the Kid as possible?
I'm Old Henry now.
Old something for sure.
This has a 3.6 average on Letterboxd, so most people liked it way more than I did.
It was straight to Netflix?
I have no idea. It was on Netflix, and Cousin Joey clicked on it, Erich. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, thanks, Cousin Joey.
You're going to check out Old Henry?
Every month, you should have a Cousin Joey picks.
You want to hear what he sincerely said to me the last time I saw him?
Yes, please.
He said he watched all the Jaws movies, and in his opinion, Jaws 2, 3, and 4 were not shot as good as the first one. That's his observation he wanted to share.
Oh man, he's really breaking new ground with that.
I can't be an asshole and like laugh in his face like you would, so I'm just like, oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't think Spielberg came back for the second one. Maybe that's why.
Holy shit. Holy fuck, that's incredible.
Is
I
it your
don't know
turn?
that I would laugh at his face, but I would just be like, yeah, that does sound right.
No shit, retard. Yeah. Yeah, his kids stand a chance.
Oh man, is that a real normie take? Like, what on the level of like opinions that you would express and be like, yeah, that's probably true, man.
I mean, at least he didn't say the opposite. Like, they just kept getting better and better. You know? Like, at least he's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I just realized Cousin Joey listens to this show.
Sorry, Cousin Joey.
Fuck!
Cousin Joey, honestly, from the old Henry Wreck, I would listen to more of your movie opinions.
He can come on the show if he wants to. I'll call him on speakerphone.
Your insight about the Jaws movies not holding up after the first one.
Hey, Erich laughed at your opinion. I was sharing it because I thought it was smart. And I was proud of my cousin.
No, it's true. He like, honestly, we need more truth tellers like Cousin Joey within the world.
Yeah. And he texted me and said he listened to,
like,
you know what?
Societal truths.
I have to be honest. I've been lying this whole podcast because Cousin Joey, he listened to my Spider-Man review that I did with Patchy and Mrs. Patchy.
Right.
And he told me
Cousin
he
Joey
agreed.
liked the movie.
He told me he agreed with me about Spider-Man.
Okay. All
So
right.
that's the kind of guy who agrees with my movie opinions.
How easily you discount the opinions of Cousin Joey and then his support meant
He's the
nothing
only
to
one
you
on my
in the
side.
moment.
Surely his attention span won't get him an hour and 20 minutes into this podcast. He doesn't care about what movies Erich had to see.
We'll see. We'll see.
He's getting off work right now. We're about to fucking find out. Your turn, Erich.
Okay, my next movie, and I think it's one that we disagree about quite vehemently, is John Carter, the 2012 live action.
You love that and hate
movie.
Spider-Man.
I don't think I love John Carter, but it's the kind of sci-fi bullshit that I like. So, when John Carter is constantly, Bryan Cranston's in this movie, and
for 10 minutes at the beginning.
Hostage. Yeah, he's taken John Carter hostage, and John Carter just keeps getting out of the cuffs and trying to escape. And they do that 4 or 5 times, and it gets funnier every single time they do it.
If Bryan Cranston has more screen time in Godzilla, you don't get to say he was in your movie.
You still get to say he was there. You can't say starring Bryan Cranston, but
they did.
He made an appearance. I can't defend this movie. It is like rewatching it. It's definitely a very much of a shambles of a movie, where you can tell that there was several different versions of the movie that they were kind of like figuring out as they released this. And I did actually look into the rest of the series, and it doesn't seem like the rest of the series has a lot to offer either. So it's not like, I don't think that this series would have gone very far, even if this was successful. But yeah, it's a famous bomb from the time. The blank check episode where they said that you can see on the red carpet somebody whispering in what's his name? What's the star of the movie? You can see a exec whisper into the ear of the star of the movie like it's a huge bomb, and like he just has to like take that in that moment.
Why would he say that to him?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like I want to know how this does immediately, just so I know how to handle myself on the red carpet. Like, if you are effusive and glowing and say like this is the best movie ever, and it's a huge bomb, you're gonna look like a fucking idiot. So you maybe need to like rein it in a little bit. Like all of this stuff, all of the Hollywood stuff is such like a dog and pony show for marketing and sales and all that stuff. So
I knew that actor's name was Taylor.
Like, what's that?
Taylor is the actor's name. I knew it was Taylor. Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor. That's right, Kitsch. Pretty kitschy movie. Yeah, so it's all right.
It's not all right. It sucked. I gave it 1 star. It's 2 out of 10, folks. Movie Erich recommended, The Furious. I gave 8 out of 10.
Nice. That's the exact rating I gave it.
There's a lot of, I mean, it's one of those Asian people beating each other up movies, in case you don't know, folks.
Right.
And like this dude was his sister or his daughter? I don't remember. It's been a little bit, but loved one gets kidnapped, and there's a lot of desperate running through the streets barefoot after a truck that you can't
Hmm.
possibly catch up to, and then lots of desperation like that, lots of kung fu fighting, whatever Asian-y fighting they're doing here. It's all
Right.
very epic and Jackie Chan inspired, as you can imagine. Uh,
Honestly, would be a great bit if every kind of fighting you just called kung fu fighting.
Yeah, I mean it's
Like,
it's like all kung fu to some extent. Like they go, "Whoa," and I'm just sitting there like, okay, hell yeah, just keep going crazy on screen. And
mhm.
that's mainly what I remember is barefoot running through the streets of Asia to save your kidnapped loved one.
That's what you remember?
Mostly, yeah.
Not when the 10 guys are fighting each other or whatever?
I watched so much Jackie Chan lately that like I can't differentiate anymore. I had to take a break from Jackie Chan because I can't even tell the difference between all these movies anymore.
Damn. Well,
They're
I was gonna say,
all the
yeah, you can
same.
watch 15 of his movies, and I'm sure they mostly play the same way.
But I liked The Furious enough to give it 8 out of 10. It's it was a great
Yeah.
thrill ride the whole time,
Okay.
and it's we talked about this before, but it is a rehash of The Sound of Freedom, where we got to stop these
Right.
child kidnappers. But since it's happening in Asia, it's more believable than when it happens to white people. Raves Erich McCoy.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I mean, if The Sound of Freedom had as much martial arts action as The Furious had,
You
I
you
might
guys
have been
wouldn't know
interested
because
in
you
The Sound of
refused to
Freedom.
watch it before you judged it.
True. True.
Yeah, it has
One
lots
day
of.
I'll hear the sound.
He karate
I'll
chops
hear
a
the sound of
pedophile
freedom.
in the throat. It's very epic.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna say
All
hi
right.
to Randy
So,
the Wild Horse in the chat?
hi, Randy. Actually saw Randy was in the chat earlier.
I have, let's see, one, two, three movies left to discuss. How many do you have left, E Rich?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well, let's
uh,
hear two more from me, Rich.
6, 7,
Let's
8.
hear.
I've got
Oh my
8.
fucking
Okay,
god!
so
Let's hear
two
three
more
more
from
from me,
me.
Rich.
I'll try to pick it up a little bit. So I
Sure.
watched The Return, which is like the telling of the last third of the Odyssey. It's Ray Fiennes being Odysseus here. It's a little bit of a snooze of a movie. It's basically the same tone throughout. It's just him coming back home, and then he does the big bow trick at the end, and that's the long and short of it. It's a lot more chamber drama esque than the Odyssey, the movie by Nolan is,
Boring.
but it's an all right time. It's not bad. It very much is like a senior citizen core movie where they just love to see Ray Fiennes and his swinging dick.
Well, that's not fair because Columbo is certainly senior citizen core, but that's S tier Kino.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are senior citizen core. It's a wide
Yeah, but
genre.
that sounds like you're describing like a B tier citizen or
Okay. I
senior
mean,
citizen.
yeah, but there are many ratings within the senior citizen core. I'm sure senior citizens love shit that's F tier.
What do you think of
Right?
this? Yonder Tanner says my dad put on The Sound of Freedom thinking it was Reacher, so we spent 20 minutes waiting for Reacher to show up.
I mean, how much better would Sound of Freedom be if 30 minutes in Reacher showed up
Is that the
and just
actor who
started
was on
slapping
his
skulls?
motorcycle and like beat up his neighbor?
Yeah, I think so. Yes,
Yeah, that guy's
yes. I did
cool.
hear about that.
I watched the clip. It was great. Did you? I've not seen this. I've only heard about it because I'm not on social media. But did you watch
Yeah,
Perez Hilton stab himself?
I did not. He stabbed himself. I
They're
heard
saying
about
he,
it.
he
I heard
was
that it
on live
happened.
on TikTok, like stabbing himself to death
Oh my
on
god!
camera.
I might
Hagee
need to
was
see
telling me
that
all
just to
about it
see like
on the One Piece podcast yesterday.
just to see. Imagine you go on a One Piece podcast thinking you're just going to talk about whatever a One Piece arc you're talking about, and then you're hearing about Perez Hilton stabbing himself
Yeah.
several times.
I mean, if you come into One Piece, you better expect to hear about people getting stabbed, okay? Mihawk, he's going
Yeah,
crazy
true.
against Vista, left and right.
Hmm. Okay, real quick, I'll talk about I have been watching the Star Wars movies in reverse order because of a Star Wars movie I will talk about in a minute here. And I watched Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which is a not very good, just roller coaster ride of a movie that I hate as a Star Wars movie, but have to slightly respect as a movie. So yeah, not my favorite for sure.
Ray!
That sounded like Seth Rogen saying Ray.
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 Ray. Mumkey, I started to sell t-shirts with your face on it in my home country. Now you have a bunch of people with your face on it in third world countries. Well, I'm glad you remember to pay me back for my money maker.
Man, and Matt, what you should do is make like 500 Biggs shirts that just has Biggs' face on it, and then give it to a bunch of people in Africa. So like,
not sell them.
You just see a bunch of like skinny kids in Africa wearing Biggs.
So they could see what America's like, and what they could strive for is to be a big fat man who eats a lot of delicious food.
Absolutely.
Should I make 10 custom exclusive Biggs t-shirts that only 10 people are allowed to buy, and then the commenters have to go through a bunch of challenges to see who is eligible to purchase it?
I mean, so wait, are you just gonna make 10 t-shirts, 10 medium t-shirts, and if it doesn't fit whoever wins them, too bad?
I'll show them the design, and then we'll figure out the sizes with the 10 winners.
Okay. Right.
And then I'll also have one. And Biggs, if God is willing, we'll be able to make one for him too.
Nice.
What's your next movie, Rich? Let's go again.
So I've got two, or actually no. My next movie is Animal Crackers. It's a Marx Brothers movie. I've never seen any of the Marx Brothers movies.
It's no duck soupy, Rich.
That's what I hear, is that Animal Crackers is not one of their better movies. So I maybe picked the wrong one, which I thought it was fine. It was pretty good. It's pretty funny.
They're fine.
I actually like, who's the one that everybody likes? Groucho?
The Three Stooges?
No.
It looks like you're wearing a Groucho Marx mask right now. If we took off your nose, like your mustache would come with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Groucho is my least favorite. I like the other two guys a bit better than Groucho.
Beppo?
Beppo?
You like Beppo Marx? Groucho, Beppo, and Sneedly?
Chico?
Sneedly Marx?
Sneedly.
Beppo Sneedly.
Beppo is a monkey. He's a Superman monkey.
Beppo is the polar bear from Law's crew in One Piece.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. Now I get it. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ.
He went too long and saved Law from Blackbeard. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I believe you.
If you're watching the anime, you should have seen that long ago. That was in fucking Egghead Island.
I probably saw it up to 7 or 8 years ago.
Erich didn't even remember that Luffy and Sanji fought each other.
You know, after you said it, I was like, yeah, I do remember that. But
no, you don't.
I had a pretty hard time remembering.
Do you remember how Luffy got his tooth back that Sanji kicked out of his skull?
No.
Hashtag fake fan. Him and Brooke drank normal dairy milk, and it made their teeth grow back.
It just regrew?
Yes, immediately.
That's incredible.
Yeah. One piece of crap!
Whoa!
Fuck you, Quig.
You can't say that.
Quadruple O. And Heart of 115 says, hashtag not my Jeremiah the Gamer. Okay, my next movie. On my birthday, I watched Jackass #2. Lots of funny bits in there. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that your favorite of the Jackasses?
I'm working through them right now. This month, the only movies I've watched in August were Jackass 1 and Jackass 2.5, so we're working through them.
So you're watching all of the 0.5s, all of the like...
The 0.5s are as good as the normal movies. It's just more.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's just the same but more.
Or is it...
Just shit that didn't fit into the runtime. And lots of cool behind the scenes interviews of shit that didn't work, and that's often just as much fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
One piece of Kino.
Whoa.
Okay. And then also just to finish off Nolan, I watched Tenet and Dunkirk, and my opinion of Tenet went up. Anymore? Yeah, it went from a 4 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10 for Tenet. I had a good time with that.
We'll take it.
Dunkirk was just as bored as when I saw it in the movie theater, if not more so.
Damn.
It's truly boring. So that's all the movies I saw, Erich. Let's finish up your list.
It hasn't taken on any new significance since it became real.
Dunkirk?
They Dunkirk. I think I made that joke last time.
If you did, I missed it because I never even thought about that.
I made a similar joke on the last episode. We did this, I believe.
We are Dunkirk.
We carry the flame.
We carry the soldiers.
On your recommendation, I checked out some.
Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot to say Speed Racer. Speaking of recommendations, I did one of your recommendations. My bad. But go ahead, it's your turn.
Okay, so yeah, I watched The Bank Dick, which was the
W.C. Fields
WC movie. 1940, The Bank Dick. Insane how much of this movie is just him drinking. Like, it is just him in a bar for the most part, slamming back drinks, getting somebody else drunk. Like, there's so much of that in the movie. The driving scenes are so fucking funny because it's such obvious rear projection stuff. I had a good time with this. I thought W.C. Fields was funny. I can't imagine that he made so many of these movies. So, like, if I watch more of these, I'll just be like, yeah, he certainly does the same thing every single fucking time.
I wish he did. I wish he did.
Really? So you wish they were all as good as The Bank Dick?
I saw It's a Gift, and it was basically like a boring sitcom on television style of humor compared to what he's doing in The Bank Dick.
Okay, that's a shame.
He's like trying to take a nap on his porch, and like the neighbors keep being too loud, and he's like, oh, like, okay, come on. Where's the alcoholism? Where's the beating children? Where's like commentary about directing a film?
I do love the movie starts out and his like the people he lives with. I don't know whether it's his like wife and daughter.
Yeah, it's his family.
Yeah, his family, and they're kind of like, oh, we don't know about him.
They all hate him.
They all hate him. And then at the end of the movie, they're all like living in like luxury, and he just gets to like fall asleep on the book. It's so fucking funny.
It's a great film.
And then the other movie, I actually saw this with an orchestra playing the music, which is one of my favorite ways to see these kinds of movies. I saw The Empire Strikes Back. With the music being performed live in front of me. It's amazing. I love that movie so much. And every time I watch in that way, I always appreciate the movie even more. My attention is not being pulled here and there. So I'm just experiencing just the movie. I feel like it's the third or fourth time I've seen it this way.
You don't get anxiety that one of the live performers will fuck up and the flute's
going to fuck up to such an extent.
I have empathetic anxiety for live performers, and it makes it hard for me to go see live productions of anything.
It's not bad. Sometimes the music gets a bit fast or gets a bit slow. Like there's definitely like some, because I know the music so well, I'm just hearing it, wanting it to be exactly the way I know it to be. And sometimes it's not exactly that way. This one was pretty fucking close.
Oh, they nailed it?
Yeah, they fucking nailed it. So I had a great time.
Hey, you know who nailed it? The Wachowski, whatever they were back in 2008. Who knows
where
what
they
were back then?
In 2008? Probably brother.
I don't know. Somebody made the observation, in global film history, there does not seem to be a brother-sister pairing of directors. And the only time we ever did was the 8-year period where only one Wachowski was trans. That was the only brother-sister director pair.
Wow.
And is that when they made Cloud Atlas? Is like brother-sister is the ultimate pairing to make the greatest kino of all time? Could it be? Maybe
they needed both. They needed both energies. They needed like female energy and male energy, and they came together to make.
I'm thinking maybe Mrs. Patchy and her brother. Maybe they should direct a movie and be the first brother-sister director pair. We can get direct an Aggie movie of some kind. Get the female perspective on Aggie. It's about damn time we did. It's about goddamn. Oh, Windows 10 support has ended. Let's block up my whole screen. Thanks. Yeah, not now, actually. I'm a little bit fucking busy, believe it or not. Speed Racer, recommended by Erich on the last episode. I did intend to watch F is for Fake, but then the Jackass movies came knocking Erich.
Oh,
I'll get to it.
Okay. Well,
We talked about this briefly somewhere else, but the climax of this movie, where we have 10 billion special effects happening at the same time, and then in the background we have a recreation of the first film of the guy riding a horse, but it's like a special zebra running in the background of this movie climax. Again, I was brought to tears. I fell to my knees, clapping, screaming, "Oh, this is Kino!" And yet it was still a 7 out of 10, just because it's a lot of movie. There's way too much movie in this movie.
There's so much nonsense in it, but I love most of it.
It's Monkey Kino. We got a little boy and a monkey going on like a candy raid through John Goodman's facility, and they're like driving a thing through a bunch of scientists.
Stops the movie dead to do that.
It's fun. Yeah, it was great. I mean, I wish there was more of that, and I don't know what we would take out, but even John Goodman, you said that John Goodman does not save Monsters, Inc. for you, and I would say John Goodman, I didn't really even care for him in Speed Racer. I could have removed him completely, to be honest, but...
Wow. Well, I think the real star is Roger Allam, who plays Royalton in the movie. The monologue he has about like how like capitalism will like take everything, and like everything you love just gets absorbed into it, and there's nothing you can do to stop the system. Like, that scene is so fucking good. Because it's like isn't the camera like going around his face and stuff like that, while like they've got all kinds of other stuff going on in the background?
Probably. The movie's edited in a very like hyper specific way. I mean, if I ever get the chance to see this in IMAX-esque screen, I would love to. Like, watching this at home, I highly doubt I got the full experience as this movie should be seen. And did it recently play in theaters again, and I decided not to go?
It did. I missed it. I missed it as well.
Fuck!
Yeah, it sucks.
Fuck!
Hopefully that did really well, and they just do it every couple of years. They just like...
And Interstellar, bring that back. I need to see that again in XD. Okay. That is all my movies this time, Erich, so let's finish yours.
Okay, I will very quickly talk about the last four I think I've got here. I watched The Suicide Squad. You can hear me talk about The Suicide Squad on the Purple Kernel channel.
Or maybe not. Purple Cast seems to be dead.
Posted. Or maybe it never gets posted. I guess we'll see. I saw Drunken Master with Jackie Chan. A truly incredible movie. I think the dubbing really hurts it to me, because I just want to like hear... I want to hear Jackie Chan's like voice.
Even you got to get over this autism.
I want to hear him.
You have to get over.
I want to hear him.
If you want to be a fan of Jackie Chan's foreign language films, a lot of them are only available as an awful dub. You just have to live with it. You're 34 years old, dude. Like, grow the fuck out of it. Just be an adult.
I'm not 34 years old. I'm 33 years old.
I feel like it's a maturity thing. Like, you're not 15 anymore. Erich, just watch the movie and accept it for what it is, and just intellectually understand, okay, it's not matching his lip flaps. Who gives a fuck? You're getting the information you need.
That. It's that the voices they choose are so fucking over the top and like insane. And
let me say, if you like Drunken Master,
insane themselves.
If you like Drunken Master 1, my real recommendation last time was Drunken Master 2. So I hope you're planning on getting to that.
I'm not going to just start it too. That is my autism.
You could have, and nothing of value would be lost. I don't even know if I think of him as the same character. It's a very different movie.
Does he fight that like mother character who's actually his aunt or whatever? Like,
I think she might be supplying him with lots of booze in the sequel.
Yeah, he's hitting on this woman, and then the woman's mother is like, I'm gonna fight you in order to keep you off of her or whatever. And like, they do a fight, so like this older woman is like starts to do like kung fu fighting bullshit, which is so fucking funny. And then later on it turns out that like they're related, so he was hitting on like his, I don't know, niece or something.
Real Star Wars moment.
It's fucking wild. But yeah, truly funny movie. The like cuts away to nuts cracking when they're doing several hits is just so like chef's kiss. Fucking amazing. They don't make movies like that anymore, and they really should. Maybe it's because all of his movies are basically that, and that's why they don't make that exact thing a bunch. But Jackie Chan is just so he's got so much charisma.
You know what's crazy, Rich? I skipped another movie, and it is a Jackie Chan movie.
Oh, shit.
Did I mention this? I watched Project A Part 2. It's a sequel to Jackie
I don't
Chan's
know that you did.
Project A.
Part two.
He directed it. It's just more of the same. He's, a good cop against all the different types of corruption you can face, like, corrupt cops, pirates, mafia. It's Jackie Chan as a one-man army pretty much against all these things, and he saves the day by being a good guy. So 4 out of 5, 4 stars. Great film. Now I finally actually said all the films I watched. I don't know how I kept missing them. You have 2 more?
Okay. 2 more. Actually, no, just 1 more.
Okay.
The last movie I've got here is called The Reflecting Skin. It's is it Philip Howard? What is his fucking name? Who directed it? Fucking just tell me, Letterboxd. Oh, Philip Ridley is the guy's name. This is kind of a cult movie, I gather. It is about a young kid growing up in the 1950s in Idaho. And his life is pretty awful, but he's viewing everything through it as like a kid. So like there's this woman who is very sad and she's alone, and he thinks she's a vampire, and she's just sitting in her chair masturbating, and he's like, she's doing something weird, huh? And then his father lights himself on fire because they think that he's been like kidnapping and diddling children. And there's a scene where he finds a fetus in a barn, and he like thinks that the fetus is an angel, so he like brings it along with him and just like sits it on his bed and is like not really praying to it, but just like using it as like it's a fucked up movie. I heard about this from a friend, and it's vaguely Lynchian, I'd say. It's very much like a doomed atmosphere of like, yeah, your life fucking sucks, and you can try to view it as a child, but it's really hard to not not just see how fucking awful this whole is. So yeah, and then they blow up a frog at the beginning. That's one of the
a real frog is killed
from an instant. I don't know if it's a real frog. I don't know for sure. But yeah, they like take a straw and they blow into it, and they make it like all like from Shrek,
yeah,
and Shrek when they do that, and then they make it all like spherical, and then they shoot a rock at it and it explodes.
Oh, they don't tie it to a string to have a balloon?
No, yeah, they don't do a balloon snake and a balloon frog. Like
Does Shrek breathe helium? How come he breathes his breath into a fucking frog and it floats?
That's gotta be a...
Is that an ogre specific
ogre thing? Yeah, it's ogre biology.
Exhale helium?
It's the only thing that makes any sense. But yeah, this is a weird movie. It's not nearly as good as Lynch's stuff, but if you want a really fucked up kind of movie, watch it. It's really well shot because Bill Pope shot it. He's a really good cinematographer, and he recently died in the last like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, check it out.
Erich, somehow, some way, in less than 2 hours, we once again discussed every movie we watched in a month. Are you excited that tonight / tomorrow morning?
Actually, no. It's not Bill Pope. I think it's Dick Pope, because his name sounds like Dick Poop.
The Bank Dick Pope is what you're trying to say. Bank Dick Pope.
Yes.
Are you excited that within the next 22 hours you have to watch Minions and Monsters and then review it with Aggie?
I will be watching it tonight, so I'm very much looking forward to at least talking about it. I don't know if because like a lot of people that I kind of trust said it was good, but I feel like they kind of they took the bait of it being about cinema.
What's wrong with that? So, you can't like a movie because you agree with what it's about?
I have my priors. I don't like the Minions, and
why are you so you're so hateful?
I'm not afraid to
You're a 33-year-old man. You hate movies Minions. If the lips don't match up. You hate Minions just fucking out of principle. Why can't you be open-minded? Aren't you old enough to think?
I'm gonna watch the dub of the Minions, so the mouths aren't gonna line up, and watch them in French with like Japanese subtitles and be like,
they're speaking Minionese. They don't fucking dub it. It's the same for everybody.
There's no English in the entire movie?
Now, when the Minions talk, they're not going to dub the Minions in a different language. They're not speaking English to begin with. Is most movie
just nonsense? Is most movie they're just talking nonsense at each other?
I hope. You've never heard of a silent film? You don't believe in visual storytelling. You need them to say out loud what they're doing while you're scrolling on your fucking phone,
I
you
think
dipshit.
they should be signing the entire time.
Too stupid to watch a Minions movie, raves Erich McCoy. My attention span couldn't handle the Minions. If you come in here tomorrow with that attitude saying, I hate the Minions, me and Heartsy are going to have a word, Erich.
This person says, is Erich getting his own Minion Cold Stone cake for the review?
You said this person? You want to try that? Who is that?
It's Patchy. It's Patchy. Sorry. Mike, there is a cup on my fucking desk that is just blocking the name.
Oh, okay.
If it's from that angle.
This person. He is a Columbo icon from being a member for who knows how fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, somebody's doing Trey Parker's doing his Cartman voice in this new movie.
Trey Parker was in one of the last ones, right? Because I watched the fucking Minions trailer.
He was a villain in Despicable Me, I believe. Despicable Me. Which I don't think I ever... I guess I've seen all of them because me and Eggy watched them all at the same time, but I don't remember his character that distinctly. We watched them all 5 movies on the screen at once while eating a cake with our bare hands. So are you going to be bringing a cake to the podcast tomorrow to eat?
What does it cost?
Probably like $40.
$30 on fucking...
Does Wendy's still have the Minions meal? Because maybe I'll get that for lunch and eat it on the podcast.
Maybe if there's a Mega Minion Marshmallow Meltdown. Wait. No,
better have banana. Will Weekend Warrior ever come back? Okay, I don't know how many people are watching, but if you have a Twitter, everybody watching this right now, can you do me a favor? Can we hit up Weekend Warrior? He has 2 different Twitter accounts. It's like, do you know both of his accounts? It's like Weekend Warrior something something and like Monday Magi. The only way to get his attention is when I message him on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter anymore, and he does not check Discord. So if everybody watching this at any point in history can at him and say, hey, go check Discord, go back on his Aquino, they want you, please do that for me, because I don't have any other way to contact him.
The people are demanding it.
I mean, I would love to have him back. He just doesn't fucking reply to our Discord messages. I don't know what the deal is.
We thought he was dead. We thought he was dead for some amount of time because they were like
shit posting on Twitter all day.
Yeah, but he even wasn't shit posting on Twitter for a certain amount of time.
I don't know. I'm not on there, so
is he fucking dead?
Hit him up for us. Get him back. He's always invited on any episode. Erich, anything you want to plug? Anybody you want to hug?
I'm sorry. I would like to hug Mitch McConnell, who maybe I will kill him. Maybe
the hug of
right on the edge of the grave and
a big squeeze.
I need to give him the big squeeze. And I would like to plug the Purple Colonel, Purple Surplus channel where we talk about Batman and then whatever the fuck Florian wants to talk about sometimes. We're going to talk about Jerry episodes of
what?
Rick and Morty at some point.
What? No, I just listened to your episode 100 special, and everybody was pretty explicit. We're not letting Florian put more Rick and Morty on the show. You guys are succumbing already?
What happens. It's not
fucking
it's
Jerry
not
episodes?
We'll see. We'll see. It's not set in stone quite yet. I don't think they have the Minions cake anymore.
Oh,
I'm seeing Spider-Man themed cake and Bluey themed cake under the themed cake.
Yeah, time has moved on. It's too late for Minions. I'd be shocked if it's still at Wendy's.
I did have the Wendy's what is it? Blue banana
so you're Frosty. A Minion yourself already.
I am a Minion.
I don't even, as a monkey, I don't even care for banana flavor that much. Only in runts.
You don't like banana?
Only good in runts.
At all?
No.
Bananas runts is one of the most insane things.
I'm not sitting around eating actual bananas all day.
Wow.
I have functional teeth. For now. Rich, we just hit 2 hours. Let's get out of here. Anything else you want to say before we end the stream?
Go see a movie. Maybe it'll be Spider-Man. I think that's one of the only movies you can see at this point is just Spider-Man. Because most of the showtimes are devoted to that. So.
Are we going to review Tony, even though it'll only get 500 views max? Is it even worth our time?
When does that come out?
I think in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'll review Tony. It's a Matt Johnson flick.
Yeah, I got to review Matt Johnson. His movies. Love Matt Johnson, even if he's not in the film, which I don't know if he is. He might not.
I hope he has a cameo. Like all of his other movies, he's like in most of them, if not all of them.
Yeah, just playing himself.
Right.
One Piece people!
See ya. Like Three Stooges, somebody, where like